Hello and welcome to mini session number 8. Let's get the slideshow going. This one's going to be covering accessory organs, which includes the liver, the gallbladder, the pancreas, and lonely little guy, the spleen. So here's a picture of the spleen. It just kind of hangs out here behind the stomach. The liver, which takes up most of the area of the space. The pancreas sits right here, and this little green thing is the gallbladder. So what's denoted here in yellow is the pancreas, which you can't see on an x-ray. It's behind the stomach and near the posterior abdominal wall, so it sits in the back, and it's between the duodenum and the spleen. So remember the C loop of the duodenum, that's actually where the head of the pancreas sits. So the liver is the largest solid organ in the body. That might be helpful to know. Largest solid organ in the body, and it occupies the majority of the right upper quadrant of the abdomen. So it has many functions, one of which is the production of bile that helps break down fats. So here is an x-ray where you can actually see the liver tip right there. This little green hanging downy guy is the gallbladder. It is the pear-shaped sac located posterior and inferior, which means a little bit behind and a little bit below the liver. This tells you all about the little happy gallbladder guy. The x-rays are not definitive for diagnosing gallstones, but sometimes we can see them on x-rays. So here is a good, you see these little oops, a little laser pointer. These little calcifications right here are gallstones. These are also gallstones. These right here are some gallstones, and here's some more. So the spleen, like I said, it's a little guy that just doesn't really belong in here, but it sits in the abdominal cavity. This is actually part of the lymphatic system, and it's part of the circulatory system. So you can actually see it on an x-ray just real faint, particularly if the organ is enlarged. It's very fragile. You can fracture your spleen. It can become lacerated. It's full of blood. So here is the outline of the spleen, and this is on the left side. This one is very enlarged. This one's all the way down to the pelvis. And here's a big one. You can see the outline of the spleen over here. Okay. And that is it for the accessory organs.